What is Bitcoin? Bitcoin is a decentralized digital currency. Like the internet, no company owns it and no government controls it. This means it can't be shut down. Like the internet, if you wanted it to go away, well, you'd pretty much have to turn off the electricity. Bitcoin is a disruptive technology that's here to stay, and it's predicted to change how we transact in the same way that the internet changed how we communicate. Currently, we rely on intermediaries such as banks, credit card companies, and money transfer services to transact. These middlemen take a percentage of each transaction. Think monthly account fees, ATM fees, wire transfer fees, currency exchange fees, PayPal fees, Western Union fees, and merchant account fees. Collectively, these fees end up eroding a good percentage of our wealth. Think about the vendor who accepts Visa or MasterCard and needs to pay these intermediaries 3 to 5% of each transaction for being able to use their network. These fees create higher expenses for companies who pass the cost of doing business onto their customers in the form of higher-priced products. With Bitcoin, all of these fees, disappear. That's because Bitcoin exists as an open-source peer-to-peer network that facilitates the moving of money directly between users without the need for third parties. 1 Bitcoin sent is 1 Bitcoin received. Bitcoin is also permissionless. With our current system, if you want to open a bank account or a merchant account, you need to ask for permission, often fill out a lot of paperwork, agree to terms with countless pages of fine print, which sometimes permit these companies to misuse your personal information. And then you need to wait for approval. Bitcoin, on the other hand, is open for anyone to use. There is no application process. Anyone in the world can join the network for free. Watch as I create an online wallet right now, which will allow me to send and receive payments. There, done. Bitcoin is also truly global. Often, to send money internationally takes time and costs money. For example, international wire transfers often costs $60 and can take a week to reach the destination. Or a migrant worker looking to send money back home may use a money transfer service, but face week-long delivery schedules and 9% fees. While technically global, most agree that we live in a time where we can do better, and Bitcoin is seen as the technology that will allow us to do better. Sending funds is free, and Bitcoins arrive overseas almost immediately. And because Bitcoin is global, receivers can keep their Bitcoins as Bitcoins. Users are not forced to exchange them for a lower value or a devaluing local fiat currency. Currently, if you have fiat currency sitting in your bank account, it is prone to devaluation due to inflation, which decreases the purchasing power of your money. As time passes, you can purchase less with the same amount of money. To understand inflation, think about the price of bread in the 30s versus the price of bread now. As governments print more money, it devalues the money that is currently in circulation. However, Bitcoin works differently. In some ways, Bitcoin is more like gold than it is the currency we currently carry around in our pockets. That's because, like gold, Bitcoins are finite. There will only be around 21 million Bitcoins ever minted. This means that as demand increases and supply decreases, it will naturally push up the price of Bitcoin higher and higher. It's simply supply and demand economics. So, rather than having a currency lose value year after year, Bitcoin is expected to rise in value. Imagine the money in your account now increased in value rather than decreased. And while 21 million Bitcoins may not seem like a lot, they are divisible to 8 decimal points compared to our familiar 2 decimal points. While $1 contains 100 units within it, which we call cents, 1 Bitcoin contains 100 million Satoshis, so there are plenty to go around. Bitcoin is also fast, secure, anonymous, and totally transparent. When one user sends Bitcoin to another user, they simply broadcast their transaction to the entire network. The transaction is then confirmed and added to the blockchain by individuals within the Bitcoin network, called miners, who are rewarded with newly minted Bitcoin in exchange for verifying transactions and securing the network. And unlike our current currency, Bitcoin is also programmable. This means we have the potential to make it do things that we can't make our current money do. The truth is, we don't even know what type of innovations will spawn from a programmable currency. And in terms of benefits of this new digital currency, we're just scratching the surface here. Essentially, Bitcoin has the potential to do everything our current currency can do, but Bitcoin can do it better. This is why Bitcoin is turning heads. And this is why, even with the current level of limited use and relative newness, Bitcoin has nevertheless managed to secure its position as the world's most valuable currency. At the time of creating this video, the price of one Bitcoin is hovering around $1,000. But this is just the beginning, and experts predict prices to, well, no one knows for sure. Some people predict prices to hit $10,000, $100,000, $1 million, or $4 million per Bitcoin. Others think it's a joke and expect the price to fall to pennies. The truth is, nobody knows for sure. Time will tell. But many of the world's greatest financial thinkers agree that Bitcoin, or some other digital currency equivalent, will be the next big thing. Digital currency will fundamentally change the way we live, forever. If you want to learn more about Bitcoin and other digital currencies, I encourage you to watch the rest of the tutorials in this video series, which you can find over on the blog of CoCurrency. After watching any of our tutorials, if you feel like you want to get involved in the world of digital currencies and maybe even acquire some of your own, then head over to cocurrency.com/cocoin. Here you can get your first digital coin, called a CoCoin, for free. We'll provide a link to that page in the description below. Or if you're looking to accept Bitcoin, Litecoin, or other altcoins as a form of payment within your company, we can help with that too. Just head over to our website to learn more. If you've enjoyed this video, and if you'd like us to create more educational videos like it, please consider tipping us by visiting cocurrency.com/tip. Thanks for watching.